CHARGEPOINT or SBE stock is about to break out. Due to recent amazing developments and news, I think this stock will double in 2021. And in this video, I want to tell you just why I think this is the case. So make sure to watch until the end of the video to hear about all these news. Firstly, I think most of us CHARGEPOINT investors already know that their merger with Switchback Energy Acquisition Corp has been delayed, and I have seen so many different dates, and some even say that we don't know when it's going to happen. So let me tell you that the date January 15th is the current date for the merger, and I don't think that it will be delayed further. So we all have that to look forward to. Now let's acknowledge just how much CHARGEPOINT has gone up since their merger announcement, and for all you who owned this stock a month ago, congratulations, you would have made a lot of money. But I still think this company has a long way to go and will at least double in the near future. Just fundamentally, they seem very strong right now. These guys are actually making money, and even crazy amounts of money. In a world where tons of growth stocks with billion-dollar valuations but $0 revenues, CHARGEPOINT is out here making $140 million in 2020 only, despite the economic downturn, mind you. And with this current revenue, I am totally inclined to believe that these guys can reach their forecasted revenue of $2 billion by 2026. And just that should be enough to warrant a much higher share price. But let's also remember, guys, that CHARGEPOINT are already leading in the electric vehicle charging industry in North America and Europe, and they have the majority of the market shares and were ranked number 1 by independent research firm Navigant Research. Not only does this make it easier to expand, which they're already doing rapidly right now, mainly to Europe, this also makes it so that manufacturers are tailoring their components to CHARGEPOINT, making it cheaper for CHARGEPOINT to build their charging stations and more expensive for the other charging companies to produce their stations. So with this said, let's go to the recent developments and news that make me see even more potential in this company, and that all has to do with President-elect Joe Biden's plan for the future. We all know he wants to allocate large amounts of money towards new energy vehicles, but now President-elect Joe Biden is even promising to build 550,000 electric vehicle charging stations and create over 1 million jobs by investing in clean energy research over the next few years. To put this into perspective, in March 2020, the US had approximately 78,500 charging outlets and almost 25,000 charging stations for plug-in electric vehicles. A considerable sum of these chargers are found in California, with 6,835 stations and 28,000 power outlets, according to data from Statista. According to Reuters, the effort is part of Biden's plan to eclipse China in EV production and develop the right green policies. In addition to the EV charging stations, Biden also promised during his campaign before the election to help United States compete with China on electric vehicles as a part of his $2 trillion plan to fight climate change. So guys, this is insanely good news for CHARGEPOINT. Not only will there be more electric vehicle users who will need to charge their cars, we will also see more money going directly to help build new charging stations. And as of right now, CHARGEPOINT seems to be the perfect company to work with, since they're already leading in the United States. CHARGEPOINT is projected to have around 165,000 charging stations worldwide right now and is planning to reach 2.5 million stations in 2025. Even getting a fraction of the 500,000 stations Joe Biden has promised to build over the coming years would be huge for the company and further help establish them in the market. And keep in mind that this is only in the US alone. CHARGEPOINT has stations across the entire world right now, and they are focusing more than ever to expand to Europe, where they are already a leader in the industry, by the way. Just to illustrate this, why not go to an announcement that just came out today that Dorset's council is installing 44 new EV charge points at car parks around the county in partnership with Joju Charging. This is a county in southwest England that will use these 22 kilowatt charge points using 100% renewable energy to enable drivers to charge their vehicles while visiting towns in this county. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, by the way. And residents and businesses are also being encouraged to provide suggestions for locations of further charging points by completing an online form. Chris Jardine, technical director at Joju Charging, said that the government has sent a clear signal with the ban on the sale of new petrol and diesel vehicles from 2030. The future of transport is electric. That means that installing millions of EV chargers in homes, businesses, and public places is about to happen. So guys, this is amazing stuff, and the more ChargePoint can establish themselves in the market right now, the easier it will be for them to dominate in the future. And I know that 44 new chargers isn't a lot, but this is just the beginning in one single county in one single European country. So just imagine how much more potential there is. So all in all, how do I think ChargePoint will do in 2021? I really think we can see this stock at least doubling next year, and if they can only meet their own projections, we could see a share price that is much higher than that. So yes, I totally think this is a good buy right now, and I am very excited to follow them through the merger and see how they will be making use of all this new investing money they will be getting. But as always guys, this is not investment advice and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just stating my own biased opinion here, so make sure to do your own research and make your own decision before going out and investing your hard-earned money into the stock market. And with that, I want to conclude today's video. If you're new here, by the way, my name is Sam and welcome to the channel. Here I talk about various different growth stocks and my opinions on them. I mainly talk about companies that are here to stay and that are important sustainability wise. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to give the video a like to help us reach out to more people about ChargePoint and show them the case of the stock and the pros and cons of it. It is really the absolute best way you can support me. Also, if you watched all the way to this point, and if you enjoyed the content of course, why not subscribe to the channel and join us in the journey to 10,000 investors by the end of this year. I will definitely make sure to provide more updates for you in return, and I appreciate all your support. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.